Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Pokemon Video Game Championships Regionals in Comic Fiesta. I'm your commentator for today, Ismat Myron, joining in into the Masters Division, Swiss Round 5. Both our contestants today are very significant and important to the players in the current region over here. We have Stephen Tan going up against Sunny Leong. Both very established players over here, and I've seen Stephen and Sunny play in most of the Premier challenges over here, especially in Sceptile and Blaziken Premier challenges over here. As we do see most of the same Pokemon run by them, but sometimes Stephen, for example, like Stephen Tan, I've seen him run multiple Mega Evolution Pokemon such as Charizard, Venusaur. But we see a little bit of a mixed bag. Like I can't really decide on what I can conclude based on their teams over here. As we do see Tyranitar, Salamence, Azumarill, Aegislash, and Rotom Heat for that matter, and Clefable coming out from Steven's side over here. And Sunny's side over here, he's running Terrakion, Heatran, Suicune, Charizard, Breloom, and Tauros. Yes, am I seeing it right? That looks like a Tauros right there, everyone. Not really a staple inside VGC for that matter, because most of its move pool are limited to either Earthquake or Rock Slide. Exactly, and we see from Steven's side over here, he has Azumarill, Rotom Heat, and Clefable. Possibly the Clefable-Azumarill league going on over here, where Clefable could easily follow me and Azumarill could get the belly drum off for that matter. But we do see, we also see staples such as Aegislash, Tyranitar, and Salamence on Steven's side, whereas Sunny's side is running that possibly Mega Charizard. Why? I'm not sure, seeing how where's the Sun gonna come into play, possibly for Heatran, giving it the boosted fire type attacks over here. I would like to know what item is that Tauros running over here. As we do see, hang on for a minute. Is that a Tauros? Yeah, it looks like a Tauros. Or is it a... No, hang on a minute. Sunny side's over here running Latios. Latios for that matter. And we have down to the timer over here, and both players have locked in their Pokemon. Possibly Stephen will be on our screen below while Sunny will be on the screen up. Stephen has made a lot of bold predictions when I've seen him play in the past. I'm not sure if he's gonna play it safe, or since it's a regionals for that matter. As we do see Stephen lead off with the Salamence and Rotom Heat over here, where Sunny would lead off with the Suicune and Breloom. Now with the Intimidate going on to Breloom here, he is severely nerfed, and Breloom is not a very ideal position over here, as it could easily get overheated, or maybe possible trick for that matter from the Rotom Heat if he's running that Choice Scarf trick, or Choice Specs for that matter. Suicune is could safely protect maybe here, and Breloom on Sunny's side could possibly switch out into a probably Clefable in this bag. I'm not sure whether he's bringing in that Clefable for this round, but if he does, it will be smart for him to switch out the Breloom and bring in Clefable and protect from Suicune, so he could easily follow me the next round, and Suicune could set up a Tailwind for that matter. If that Tailwind goes up, if he is even running the Tailwind and it goes up, it's a very important part for Suicune, as he could easily knock out Salamence with the Ice Beam over here. As you see a Salamence Mega evolving to Mega Salamence, running the Aerial Aid ability over here. As we do see a Frustration possibly going on to Breloom, as we do see it goes out into Breloom over here, knocking it down onto its Focus Sash over here, ladies and gentlemen. Now with that 1 HP, I'm pretty sure... Oh! As we do see a Spore coming out from the Breloom, knocking out into Salamence, as now that's a very sloppy way of Mega Salamence Stephen letting Mega Salamence fall asleep over there. Possibly predicting the Rotom Heat to outspeed the Breloom, but he didn't get that outspeed read over here. As we do see a Thunderbolt, both Pokemon targeting the Breloom, as we do see Suicune from Sunny's side over here setting up a Tailwind. Now this Tailwind is very appropriate for him, so he could easily Ice Beam or Scald the Rotom Heat over here with ease. As we do see a Heatran coming out over here. Now Heatran could... well, now I'm pretty sure Sunny is about to double target the Rotom slot over here, as Mega Salamence isn't providing a big threat to a Suicune who is possibly defensively built, as his defense stats are amazing over here in this game. And Heatran could easily safely either set up a substitute for that matter, or straight up go out for a Heat Wave for that matter. Suicune, although it's very ideal for him to stay in, as he could easily Scald and Heat Wave into the Rotom slot. I'm not sure if he will knock it out, as we'll see Stephen picking his moves right now. Possibly thinking of should he switch out the Rotom Heat or Mega Salamence. or let the Mega Salamence burn and turn to sleep over here. As we do see a Protect coming out from the Rotom Heat, and possibly protecting itself from either the Heat Wave or Scald, incoming Scald on towards him. As we do see a Heat Wave coming out from the Heatran, ineffectively hitting the Salamence, and we do see a Scald going on to the Rotom Heat. Now, Sunny might have made the prediction of scalding the Rotom Heat over here, thinking it was either Choice for that matter, but we didn't see a Choice Scarf because the Breloom outsped the Rotom Heat over here, and we did see a Protect coming out from first play. Thunderbolt, sorry, knocking out the Breloom. Sorry, no Protect over here. So now this is a very tricky position for Steven. Does he switch the Salamence? As he does switch out the Salamence over here, thinking it is a reliability for him. As we do see a Tyranitar coming out. Now, I'm not sure whether that's a very ideal position because most Heatrans run either Earth Power right now, and we can easily see an Ice Beam coming out from Suicune, knocking out into the Tyranitar slot. As we do see, Tyranitar did avoid the Heat Wave over here from the Heatran, and Rotom Heat taking about 25% from the Heat Wave, and we do see the Ice Beam onto the Tyranitar, taking it like a champ thanks to the Sandstorm special defense boost, and we do see a Thunderbolt onto the Suicune, bringing it under 50%, proccing his Citrus Berry over here, bringing it above 50% right now. Now, another Thunderbolt from the Rotom Heat could knock it out, but it's ideal for Steven to burn out some Tailwind turns over here, as he is in the lead advantage of Pokemon count over here by 4 to 3. So, I'm not sure whether Heatran might either go for an Earth Power next, because seeing from the Heat Wave damage, I'm pretty sure Tyranitar could take special attacks for days with that Sandstorm boost over here. And Rotom Heat can easily knock out the Suicune the next turn, or he might go for a Protect, expecting the Scald from a Suicune over here. Now both players locking in their turns, making their decisions, as we see Steven taking his time, predicting, making this possibly the safe play for that matter. Now if he were to switch out, what can he possibly bring in over here? Because I'm pretty sure Tyranitar is being safe for the late game for either Charizard to maybe come in, or possibly when the Tailwind is gone. But we'll have to see, folks. As we see on Sunny's side over here, now the Heatran is in healthy position, but the Suicune is not so, and that Sandstorm damage will rack up over time right now. As we do see, both under 30 seconds already, about 35, and both players have locked in their moves. As we do see the Tyranitar being switched out, possibly into Salamence. Yes, it is, to possibly get up another turn of sleep, making it gone. As we do see a Scald onto possibly Salamence. Yes, it is a neutral hit over here, and there's no burn potential as it is asleep, as we do see an Earth Power onto Salamence. That's a very clever prediction coming up from Steven's side over here, negating the Earth Power as it is Flying type, and Rotom gets a very successful Thunderbolt hit off onto Sunny Leong. As we do see a very predictable turn, as the Earth Power could have easily gone to Salamence. I'm wondering why didn't Sunny just Heat Wave, but although Heat Wave wouldn't do much as it is in the sand at the moment. Now, I'm pretty sure the Salamence is going to burn into a sleep here, because once the Charizard Mega evolves, possibly into Charizard Y, to boost the Heat Wave from Heatran's Heat Wave over here, I'm not sure whether he'll anticipate next turn for the Tyranitar to switch in. As you do see a Mega Evolve over here, possibly both Pokemon going for a Heat Wave attack over here, as it is severely boosted with the sun up and the drought. But is it enough to knock out the Rotom Heat? That's the big question, ladies and gentlemen. As we do see Salamence burning a turn of sleep over here, not getting the chance to wake up, as we do see a Heat Wave, as Rotom does avoid it from Charizard. And we might see a Rotom going for a Thunderbolt onto the Charizard slot over here, as I'm pretty sure the Heatran will not outspeed the Rotom Heat, as we do see a Thunderbolt coming onto the Charizard from the Rotom Heat. And Heatran does go for a Sun boosted Heat Wave, stab Heat Wave onto the Rotom Heat, taking about 25%, as he could take possibly another 2 more if he is lucky to avoid 1 more Heat Wave from either Charizard or Heatran. We might see Tyranitar come back in here. Yes, Tyranitar is coming back in here to set up the sand. Possibly now with the sand up, Charizard is pretty much game over, unless, well, most Charizards don't run Earthquake, unless Heatran's gonna either protect and Charizard's gonna go for a surprise Earthquake for all of us, but then Rotom could easily knock it out the next turn, as we do see a Rock Slide. Tyranitar outspeeding that Charizard. I'm pretty sure it's a Choice Scarf then. No Tyranitar in any set is gonna outspeed a Mega Charizard Y for that matter. And I'm pretty sure it's game, as we do see a Thunderbolt from Rotom going onto the Heatran. Will Heatran flinch from the Rock Slide? As it doesn't, as it gets an Earth Power off onto the Tyranitar over here, dealing about 30-40% over there. thanks to that Sandstorm special defense boost and possibly the high special HP investments that Stephen has trained this Tyranitar, and we do see a forfeit from Sunny as it's impossible for him to come back with that heat trend on the Rotom and Tyranitar slot over here. Wow, now that was an interesting game over there. It's the last second half of the battle of there was Weather Wars. You know, the Charizard was setting up. The Tyranitar had already set up the Sandstorm to boost up his special defense, and he was anticipating for Stephen was anticipating Sunny to withdraw and bring out the Charizard to set up the Sun. Now I wasn't sure whether Stephen would give the opportunity for Sunny to set up the Sun again with the Charizard. You know, he might have just stayed a turn, burn a turn, protect, and anticipating the switch out from Tyranitar on the next turn, but that didn't happen clearly. As even though it did happen, Rotom Heat would clearly outspeed the Heatran and getting a free Thunderbolt off onto the Charizard. So it wasn't an ideal play for Sunny, but it was more on Stephen's side as the Pokemon that he brought onto the field could easily counter what Sunny brought onto the field right there. And excellent plays because Rotom could easily Thunderbolt the Charizard slot, and the smart switch outs from Stephen's Tyranitar into the Mega Salamence, which he could easily burn a turn of Sleep next, and the Earth Power not getting the attack on Tyranitar as Mega Salamence is a flying type, negating the ground type attacks that Heatran was going to go after, which was amazing. Although predictable, yes, but Sunny wasn't not expecting it, possibly thinking it was like an outplay from Stephen's side, but Stephen made the safe play regardless because the Mega Salamence could take heat waves for days. Without that Sun boost, is not picking up high damage onto the Mega Salamence. Tyranitar, for that matter, taking big damage special attack heat waves from Heatran under the Sandstorm like a champ. So yeah, it was really regarding the Weather Wars, who could set up the weather and deal more damage onto the field. Yeah, that was one of the. It was regarding the Weather Wars, you know, in my opinion. And we didn't manage to see the Clefable coming up from the Stephen side out here. I would like to see that come into play possibly next round when we'll see him, possibly into top cut. I know, who knows? We'll wish to all players the best of luck. And yeah, from Sunny's side, there was nothing much he could do, possibly because of Stephen's type advantage over here. He clearly had the upper hand on Pokemon choice, the speed tiers that he knew that easily Rotom could outspeed the Heatran. And yeah, there was nothing much Sunny could bring back himself into the game unless the Charizard had a surprising Earthquake for that matter, but that wouldn't even hit Rotom Heat for that matter, as it has the Levitate ability to negate all ground type attacks. So yeah, that was pretty much the game. That's it. I'm your host Ismat Myron. I would like to see you all again for round 6 in the Video Game Championship Regionals. And yes, we'll catch you soon.